Hello visuals, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Superhero Wednesday. The day of the week will be Shang-Chi this and fucking Green Arrow that and Optimus Prime. You can't get that. What a way to introduce your video. Welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, where this week we're going to take a bit of inspiration from our Pokemon videos that we've been doing weekly. Like we've been doing a lot of Pokemon lists of favourite this, most popular that, least popular that, and I'm going to take a look, and we're going to take a look at the 10 most popular superhero characters of all time. Now, I could be completely wrong on this list because, again, it's subjective, it's an opinion, so please let me know in the comments below. Any of you little legends can score me completely, say number 5 should be this, number 4 should be this. I want to hear your responses, I want to hear your replies, and I cannot wait for it. And I will admit as well, even though you could argue, you know, some characters like a Hellboy maybe, or, you know, the TMNT boys, there's a lot of people you can argue, but everybody I've gone from Marvel and DC purely because I think when people think of them characters, they traditionally think, oh, straight from comic books. Whereas I don't know if people look at Transformers or the TMNT or the boys, whoever, and go to the comics, they go to like maybe the action figures or the shows or what. I don't know, that's just speculation in my dumb little brain. Please, in the comments below, get there, get the conversation going, get your thoughts and opinions going, because I've got 10 characters here, and top 3 I think is nailed on for most people around the world. But the top 3 is so hard for me. It's so hard. But yeah, we're going to get there because there's a biased fight in the top 3. I'm going to try my hardest not to be biased, but I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But please let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions and whatnot. And let's go take a look at my 10 most popular comic book characters of all time, starting with number 10. Number 10. This one might be a bit left field and a bit of a weird call, but I'm going to say Venom. Now, I think it's traditionally more because of popularity stepped up more for Venom over recent years, especially very recently with the Spider-Man 2 video game and how much he would have shot up in popularity because of that. But I think Venom's always been a popular character since he debuted, since we first saw the black suit Spidey and whatnot, Secret Wars and stuff. I think Venom's always been a popular character, and in the world of Venom that stemmed from him, the world of Carnage, Toxin, all the other symbiotes, the maximum carnage of the world, the minimum carnage, all of the Venom stories that have come and gone. I think Venom's always been a somewhat popular character, but the films lately, even though the films haven't been massive, but I think everybody has had some sort of enjoyment with the Tom Hardy films. The Sam Raimi, yes, I know, Sam Raimi, yeah, he directed Spider-Man 3 as well, didn't he? He did. Either way, the Venom we got in Spider-Man 3 was very hit and miss. But it looked the part for me. I think it looked good, but the way it was used, I guess, was awful. But I think there's always been a bit of a love and a bit of buzz around Venom, and it's just escalated throughout the years. So, number 10, I'm going to say Venom. Number 9 is The Flash. Now, the Flash was always a bit of a weird one, okay? Because we don't, before a film or anything like that, or being involved in any sort of Justice League films and stuff, the Flash was always a well-known character. Everybody knows, oh, if they're running really fast, I'm the Flash or whatever. The iconic red and yellow suit, the iconic yellow Thunderbolt and the circle and whatnot. He's always been an iconic character. And I definitely think it's safe to say he's one of DC's biggest and most well-known characters of all time, 100%. He definitely deserves to be on the list. I just didn't know how high, because like I said, before the films, he was well-known, but you know, even before any sort of real big media, everybody still knew the Scarlet Speedster, should he be higher on this list now? I'm starting to fucking doubt everything. Because, like, you know, when Big Bang reference it and whatnot and all that carry on. No, I think we'll leave it where it is. I think he's safe where he is. But the Flash had to be on this list. Like I said, the costume and you know, running really fast. Just the animation, the motion of it. Everybody knows the Flash. Number 8, I'm going to say Wonder Woman. Now, before I really delved into the world of Wonder Woman and stuff, I would always hear, Wonder Woman. Loads of people said it so many times. You know, if any girl sort of did anything of major notice or an amazing feat in the world of sports or anything athletic, they would say, oh, the Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman. It's like Wonder Woman. I always feel like Wonder Woman's been extremely well known and very popular. The memes, even from years ago, the invisible plane and the old in the old show and stuff like that, her lasso of truth, her bangles, the fact that you could go into costume stores years and years and years ago and Wonder Woman would always be an option for many people. Wonder Woman is a very huge character and a very well-known character, and I think she just definitely outbeats the Flash, but she might just lose to everybody else on this list. But the Wonder Woman had to be on this list. 7 is Wolverine. Now, I don't actually know what I'm justifying this on. Definitely since Hugh Jackman stepped into the role of Wolverine, he's always been massive since that, because everybody loves Hugh Jackman, everybody loves Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. The buzz that's cycling around it now with him returning for the Deadpool film and stuff like that, Deadpool and Wolverine. But even before that, like his debut against the Hulk, the love for him in the animated series, there's always been a bit of love for Wolverine. He was, again, I could be wrong on this, but definitely for me, was one of the first real times I noticed that a hero doesn't have to be a cut and dry, clean shaven sort of, yes, time to do the right thing. It could be a little bit laid back, drinking a beer, gory, swearing, smoking a cigar, a little bit badass, a little bit, he's good, but he's not completely just straight down the path for just a normal hero saved the day. There's a bit more going on there. He was one of the first few times I really started to notice that, and I think a lot of people, maybe when they were younger, and they were reading comics and that, and they were going through the motions and stuff, I think Wolverine was very attractive to go to and read, especially the way he fit into the team of the X-Men, being a little bit of a button heads against Scott and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Wolverine definitely had to make this. Whether he should be above Wonder Woman and Flash might be debatable, but still he's on the list. Next is Iron Man. 110 million trillion % wouldn't have had him as top 10 before MCU. But I think now after MCU, the success of Iron Man is largely and hugely... He was popular and he was well known. He was a classic Marvel character before the MCU, but he wasn't like an A-lister in the world of Marvels, really. He was maybe sort of B-lister, to me anyway, that is, like I said, I could be wrong, but Robert Downey Jr. now synonymous with it, him being the pillars of the MCU, holding it up, being the real introduction to the MCU and stuff. Like I said, RDJ, Iron Man, Tony Stark has a lot to thank for RDJ and John Favreau and stuff. It's definitely the films that have increased his popularity. Kids you see now more if they're dressed up for Halloween, or if they're... To be fair, in fact, I saw a kid walking from town the other day on my way to work, just in an Iron Man little outfit, walking with his mum. There's a lot more Iron Man stuff out there for kids and for adults. There's a lot more interesting Iron Man stuff to read and whatnot, especially when you explore like the addiction side of stuff, the demon in the bottles kind of stuff. I know that's old now, but... yeah, I definitely think the MCU, Iron Man, Avengers Endgame, Infinity War sort of carry-on stuff, it's definitely increased his stock a hell of a lot more. There's a lot more Iron Man stuff out there on the shelves and whatnot now than there was before the MCU. So because of that, he's quite high up the list. It's, where's he, 6? And I think it's quite justified. Next up, we've got another villain. Well, if you include Venom as a main villain these days. But anyway, we've got another villain, and it's the Joker. The Joker is one of these characters that... So you have Spider-Man, you have Green Goblin, or Venom, or whoever, and everyone knows who they are, but they feel like they're just behind their hero that they usually butt heads against. You bring up Batman, you bring up the Joker... You could argue that the Joker is above Batman maybe a little bit. I don't necessarily mean in terms of popularity or well-known, but when the Joker, was it Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale, when they were talking about it, and they were discussing about how you could make the Batman stand out more than the Joker, because the Joker just sort of steals all the attention, all the focus. But the Joker is such an amazing character, because it's a guy with mental problems, dressed as a clown. It's not a god from another world. It's not some giant symbiote creature. It's not a demon from hell. It's nothing... Well, it could be a little bit of a demon from hell. Plus, we have had the weird... But anyway, that's another conversation. It's just a guy dressed as a clown causing havoc around the city. But the Joker character and look has become so massive. We've seen, whether you like them or not, but the way that people have tried to portray him, from Heath Ledger, for me, being the pinnacle of the Joker, to Jared Leto's very hit and miss with a lot of people Joker, but they all still had this standout feature of being larger than life, being larger than the screen, being one of the biggest things inside of the film or inside of the Batman story that they're trying to tell. You've got the Batman, but then you've got like this overwhelming tsunami of Joker shenanigans. It's always the Joker. And I just think everybody knows him. He's so iconic. Everybody could, you know, if you saw the X-Men logo, you'd be like, X-Men logo. If you saw a Fantastic Four logos, you could point that out. You'd just see a picture of a character. Yeah, that's the Joker. I don't think everybody like, oh, who's that clown guy? Who's the clown guy? Everybody knows the Joker. He's so famous and so iconic. So yeah, what is he? 5th on our list. He's so up there. Beating the Joker is the Hulk. Now, I don't know if I'm being too kind to the Hulk. I don't think there's any debate that the Hulk is in a top 10 list of, well, most recognisable characters of all time. Many people from young kids to adults say, Hulk smash. They all know the Hulk. Oh, don't make me angry. You know, Hulk smash and all that carry on. Big, green, angry machine. Everybody knows it. Everybody recognises it. Everybody sees it. I don't even think before the MCU, I think the Hulk would still have been in this list because, again, it's a larger-than-life character. It's such an over-the-top thing. It's such an easy gimmick. You make Bruce Banner angry, he turns big and green, he punches people's heads in. It's been a concept throughout the years. We've had multiple films, we've had multiple series, animated series, some huge comic books, a very famous comic book history, you know, with the whole printed thing, grey at one point, then into green, then we stem up with Red Hulks and all this. There's a lot of the Hulk world going on. I think everybody knows. As soon as before MCU, before anything, if you saw a big dude walking on the ship, fuck me, it's the Hulk. Oh, it's the Hulk. They would say it straight away. Everybody knows the Hulk, and I think 4 is definitely a fair spot to give the Hulk. This is where it's going to get really, 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 really horrible because I've always had a top 3, and I think most of the world have had a top 3 for most recognisable, most iconic superheroes ever. Right, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with the gut. The heart's going to have to get pushed aside. Number 3 is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is everywhere. Spider-Man is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the biggest superhero characters of all time. That is not up for debate with anybody. I don't think it is anyway. Before films, before TV series and whatnot, there was product everywhere. Everyone knew Spider-Man. Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that, Spider-Man whatever. Marvel's definitely Marvel's biggest character of all time. He is the face of Marvel, without a shadow of a doubt. Even with RDJ, Iron Man stuff, Chris Evans, Captain America stuff, even before all of that with the Hulk and the Thors and the X-Men, the Wolverine, before that, Spider-Man is the face of Marvel, without a shadow of a doubt. He was always, kids were always drawn to Spider-Man. I don't know if it was because of the red and blue and that was attracted their childlike minds, like, oh, red and blue or whatever, I don't know. But there was always kids with a Spider-Man action figure or dressing up as Spider-Man or, they had him on the lunchbox, you know. Spider-Man was everywhere before Spider-Man was big in the mainstream with films and TV shows and all that carry on. Spider-Man has always been a huge character. The story of Peter Parker, even before kids would have really understood the story of Peter Parker and the balance of Spider-Man and Peter and his life and MJ and Green Goblin shenanigans and Venoms and Doc Ock, and they always, oh, it's Spider-Man. Okay, it's Spider-Man, yeah, it's Spider-Man, yeah, it's Spider-Man. And then now as well, with the popularity and the increase of Miles Morales, Miles Morales is skyrocketed into stardom. Everybody loves Miles, and rightfully so. He's an outstanding character. And there's a lot of spiders now, you know, Spider-Man 29, Ghostball, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, whichever spider you want to go for. There's so many of them. There's Spider-Verse films and whatnot. There's so many people that will dress up as Spider-Man for different films and conventions and all that. The Spider-Man memes are the point, and everybody referencing Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. The world of Spider-Man is now a lot bigger than a single spider. It's just spiders everywhere. And I definitely think number 3 is a fair shout. My heart wants to obviously bump him up, but I think number 3 is a fair shout. But if somebody said 2 or even 1, I'd be like, yep, awesome. But yeah, Spider-Man makes 3. Right, Dan, think, come on, don't look, because obviously, there's 2 left. It's obvious who they are. I don't want one of them to win, but I think they might win. I can't let my heart beat. It's because I don't like Superman, as many people know. Right, no, I'm going to say it. Number two is Batman. Number 2 has got to be Batman, hasn't it? Once again, just like Spider-Man, he was everywhere. The bat symbols here, there, and everywhere. The yellow, the black, done, dusted on figures, on t-shirts, on lunchboxes, and on whatever. Batman being just, again, a regular guy with some issues he's got going on. dresses as a bat, takes his vengeance and his aggression out on people of the streets of Gotham, and there you go, done dusted. The world of Gotham itself, the the Batlight, people like Alfred, Robin, Batman, Robin, the iconic Batman. Everybody knew it, from Only Fools and Horses doing skits on the old Adam West TV show, the TV show itself, to then changing it to less campy and more serious with the likes of the Dark Knight trilogy and stuff like that. These iconic, legendary, again over the top villains of the Penguin, Two-Face, Catwoman, Poison Ivy. The world of Batman is absolutely massive. And again, you don't need to watch a film. You don't need to read a comic book. You don't need to see a TV series. You know who Batman is. You know the shine lights. And everybody in the world knows that I'm Batman, knows that shenanigans, knows everything. Well, I don't know, maybe everything know about Batman, but you see that symbol, you hear that noise, you hear that sort of thing. You are Batman, but everybody around the world, even if you're from a country or a place that doesn't really have massive comic book fan bases or whatnot, and you still know who Batman is. Batman is known worldwide without a shadow of a doubt. Unfortunately, but I think rightfully so. Number one, because as much as I don't like him, I have to honour his legacy and the history he's done to the world of comics. It is Superman. I think everybody knows Superman. The OG superhero, the iconic S. Everybody knows that S worldwide. Again, kind of like when women do something really cool and strong and badass and athletic, and they go, oh, Wonder Woman. It's the same for Spider-Man, for Superman. You know, oh, I'm Superman. Oh, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. Everybody knows the iconic comic cover, the red cape, the even memed with the pants over the red pants over the blue trousers. Multiple shows, multiple films, multiple fucking comics, multiple figures and stuff everywhere. He's on the trifecta. The trifecta for me, without a shadow of a doubt, is Spider-Man, Batman and Superman, in whichever order you want to put them, but they're the three biggest superheroes of all time, without a question. And yeah, I think Superman stands above all of them because, like I said, the iconic, you know, Superman cape in the wind. He is literally a piece of American national sort of treasure, like a national history. If you took everything like American and put it in a vault of like, this is America, I think you put Superman in there as part of this whole American sort of thing. And obviously with America being larger than life, it's going to fucking help him out, isn't it? But yeah, Superman, like I said, that S, you chuck it out anywhere, any kid, any adult, any whatever, from any country, you can look at it, whether you're from, I don't know, China or fucking Lithuania or some shit, wherever you want to, the Superman symbol, yeah, Superman symbol, yeah, Superman. Everybody knows the Superman symbol. There we have visuals. That is my list for the most iconic and most like recognizable, however we're going to word it. I'll decide when we do the title. Superheroes of all time. So please, well, and not superheroes, just comic characters of all time. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts, opinions. Would you have Wonder Woman higher? Would you have the Hulk lower? Would you have Captain America in there? Because you got to remember as well, we've missed a hell of a lot of iconic characters in there. None of the Fantastic Four are mentioned, or Doctor Doom on that part. Lex Luthor wasn't mentioned, but Lex Luthor's a huge part of Superman lore and legacy and history. We could have had Robin in there. Some of you might have said Catwoman or Poison Ivy. There's a lot of people and heroes and characters we could have gone to. You can argue now, because of like the MCU and stuff, you know, the Doctor Strange of the world, the Ant-Mans, the Deadpools. I didn't mention Deadpool. It was a hard list to make, and I don't know if there's a way to actually quantify it or actually nail down and pinpoint and say, yeah, it's that, and that. I have no idea if there's a way of doing that. Speaking of things, I could just literally see the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think we didn't mention Rocket, Groot, or anything like that. Groot and Rocket are plastered everywhere. It was a hard list to do, so please let me know in the comments below your thoughts and opinions, if you agree and disagree, and if you do have your own list, I definitely want to see it. More importantly, apart from that visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. We'll always keep being you, and keep on web slinging on.